All right, man, it's kind of leaking out. Aubrey Bird leaking out some more information about the Detroit Lions draft. Said they actually, like I said, was targeting Devin Witherspoon and Jahmyr Gibbs. We heard rumors about them wanting to move up from 18. So them wanting to move up from 18, they wanted to get ahead of the Jets at 15, and I think the Patriots, whatever pick they were, they was just slightly in front of the Lions. So they wanted to get in front of, from originally 18, they wanted to get in front of the Patriots and the Jets to draft Jahmyr Gibbs. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. So yeah, they wanted to get in front of the Jets and the Patriots to take Jahmyr Gibbs, but the whole idea, the first round for them was supposed to be Devin Witherspoon at number 6. Then they was gonna move up from 18 ahead of 15, and whatever Patriots pick and the Jets pick at 15 to draft Jahmyr Gibbs. So that's what they was trying to do. So now as far as the plan for Jack Campbell, what they had tried to get Jack Campbell at 34. Didn't really know, but you gotta, like I said yesterday, I don't know how many people see the video or from the other day, the Cardinals called the Lions about moving back up. So the Lions were prepared to take Jahmyr Gibbs at number 6, even over Bijan Robinson. And Brad Holmes said that, they preferred Jahmyr Gibbs over Bijan Robinson. Kind of went into some small details about it, but yeah, it was supposed to be Devin Witherspoon and Jahmyr Gibbs is who they was targeting. Could they have got Jack Campbell at 34? That would have been an interesting question. Khaliji Campbell went out Khaliji Cansey went after Jack Campbell. I think Miles Murphy ended up going to Cincinnati. He kind of reminded you of Carlos Dunlap too, kind of Michael Johnson Dunlap, the guys who played edge years ago in Cincinnati. That's kind of like they kind of player. I think Brian Brees wanted to enter the first round as well too. So not sure where Jack Campbell would have fit at. I don't think any other linebacker went down there neither. And then, obviously Brian Branch, he fell out the first round as well too. So could Jack Campbell have been there at 34? Who knows? But the Seattle Seahawks, who got the pick from Denver, threw a huge monkey wrench in the Lions, game plan. They threw a big monkey wrench in there. So I think a lot of people was kind of surprised that they went that direction. People was hoping they would, they didn't go Jalen Carter. That was some speculation. You see some Seahawks fans said, "Oh, after this workout, his pro day, the Seahawks are not taking him." They didn't. They took Devin Witherspoon. And the thing about the Seahawks, man, they had a need at the interior defensive line. They had a need at offensive line. They got a need at edge rusher, and they went with Devin Witherspoon on the outside. So their defense is back end heavy now, but up front, who you fearing in Seattle? I mean, shit, Bruce Irvin was still out there rushing the passer. So, that just lets you know what they thought about Tyree Wilson with the broken foot, not being able to work out. Let you know what they thought about Jalen Carter. And both guys that were linked to Detroit and Seattle, and both Detroit and Seattle passed up on both of them. Because Detroit wanted to target Will Anderson or Devin Witherspoon was the 2. When Houston jumped back up to number 3 with Arizona and took Will Anderson, then I'm pretty sure Seattle knew then, if Will Anderson was there as 5, Seattle was taking Will Anderson. And Detroit would have took Devin Witherspoon. But what Houston jumping back up with Arizona, you know what I'm saying? So now the second guy on Seattle board was Witherspoon. Now, the crazy thing about it was, what if Anthony Richardson was there at 5 for Seattle? Would they have pulled the trigger on him? But who knows? But it must have been a huge gap between Witherspoon and Gonzalez, because then Gonzalez dropped to 18. And a lot of people thought Gonzalez was the more talented corner. So I don't know what Devin Witherspoon did in workouts or what Christian Gonzalez didn't offer on tape or in those workouts, in those interviews. But that's going to be an interesting dynamic to see how Emmanuel Mosley, Devin Witherspoon, and Christian Gonzalez play out. Because if Jahmyr Gibbs don't deliver, you know what I'm saying, And then the question gonna be, why you pass on Christian Gonzalez? Because no matter how you slice the cake with the Lions, you know, most people felt like they could have just got Jack Campbell in the second round. And no matter, I was trying to say, no matter how you slice the cake with the Lions, I think a lot of people still don't feel like they have a number one corner. And I agree with that. That Cam Sutton guy, he probably a good number two. So they still don't have a number one corner. And I still think, you know, kind of going into the future, that's a need with somebody that you could put on the outside and lock down, and they could have got a jump. In the corner heavy, they passed on a lot of corners. Cam Smith, Christian Gonzalez. They passed on a lot of guys. A kid from Michigan, a kid from Miami. You know, there was a number of good day one and day two corners that they just, you know, chose to go a whole other route on. So we'll see. But they don't have a true number one corner. And they could have got one in the making and started developing, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, the actual target was Devin Witherspoon and Jahmyr Gibbs, and you know, Seattle being right ahead of us with Denver, which nobody knew that Denver pick was going to be that high in the beginning of the season. So Seattle ended up beating LA, keeping us out the playoffs, and they beat us. And they end up stealing, you know, Witherspoon from us and shit. So only time gonna tell, but you know, apparently Lions was gonna take him at 6. You know, until Arizona called and they wanted to get Paris Johnson offensive tackle. So, you know, Arizona seemed like they putting some offensive line pieces around Kyler Murray. They just got so many needs, bro, with them, you know, not having J.J. Watt no more. You know, defensively, you know, Budda Baker not happy. I don't know who in their front seven. They declined a 5th-year option on Isaiah Simmons, the kid from Clemson. So you got a whole new turnover in that regime, and you go get a Patriot guy in a Patriot front office, and they have not been successful in the National Football League because Bill Belichick controls that. And even when you look at the Patriots' history of personnel decisions, why they fucking suck at the draft. So why people keep picking off that tree is beyond me. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All the information's in there. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But it was gonna be Witherspoon and then moving up from 18 to get Jahmyr Gibbs, and you know, I don't think they would have traded 34 and 18 to move up. So I don't know what they had in mind. Maybe they would have packaged Swift and some other picks to move up. So appreciate y'all. Peace.